you're retired, you're living on a single income right now, and you're starting to struggle a little bit. You may even be dipping into your savings occasionally to make ends meet because the cost of living's increased. And you're praying to the good Lord because you're thinking about your future, and you don't ever want to be a burden to your kids or your grandkids. You're like, I will never let that happen. I am not going to run out of money and have my children or my grandchildren have to support me financially in any way. So you're serious about, you're searching for a better way to make some extra money online. Invest in yourself and in a training so that you can learn it from the experts. So you're going to have to invest in yourself. And by investing in yourself and learning the process, you're going to solve your problem of your fear of not having enough money in the future. And if you need it right now, it's time to get it right now. I needed it now. I was already dipping into my savings little by little. And I don't want that to run out and then have to start, because then I'm already strapped. But right now I can start and learn at my own pace and start making that income. So I invested in a training. And the training I chose is a proven method. And what I mean by that there's thousands of people that have invested in this training and that are making money online, and they're successful, and many of them have quit their job that weren't retired already like you and me. They've been able to quit their jobs and do that full time. And you may be thinking, well, Jenifer, that means that there's too many people out there. Why can't I do it? Well, no, there's not too many people doing it. There's 5+ billion people getting on the internet every day. 5+ billion people. Okay? That's a lot of people out there, and not everybody is doing digital marketing. There's all kinds of ways to make money out there, and then not everybody's out there looking for ways to make money. They're also just wanting entertainment or get educated or, ask a question and find an answer to something. Maybe they're trying to fix something in their home or whatever, and, or they're buying a book or something. So there's plenty of room out there for everybody to make money or do whatever it is they want to do out there. But you have to be willing to be coachable. So criteria to this training is be coachable. Okay? That's number one. And that just means that you have to listen to the experts when they tell us what we need to do. You've got to be coachable. You've got to be willing to want to learn new skills, okay? Because you don't know how to make that money out there until you learn the skills it takes. So you've got to be willing to learn new skills. You've got to be willing to make content, and that's what I'm doing right now by making this video. If you don't want to talk to people and put content out on the internet, then this isn't for you. This isn't the training, and this isn't the way you're going to make your second income. Okay? You got to be willing to make content, and you have to be willing to implement it. Meaning you've got to put it out there for everybody to see. Okay? You got to put it out there for everybody to be able to find it. But through the training, you're going to find where and how and what to put out there. Okay? And that's the beauty of this training. But just think about it. You can work from home like I'm doing. I'm here in my living room, in my little corner office in my living room. And you can work at your own pace. So there's no time schedule. There's no schedule. The internet is 24/7. So if you're a morning person, you can do it in the morning. If you're a midday person, do it midday, night, whatever. It's 24/7. So you can, and you don't have to do it all at one time. You can do something in the morning, walk away, go do appointments or whatever, and come back to it. The beauty also of this training is that you're going to learn that you're only going to have to put in 2 hours a day. 2 hours a day. Isn't that wonderful? And you can do this in 2 hours a day. Once you learn it and get the steps down and learn where you want to go and what you want to put out there to make your extra money, because there's multiple income streams and you're going to learn them. But once you do learn them and you get to be where you're familiar with everything and making content is easier, then you only have to put in 2 hours a day to get the job done. It's wonderful. So you can still feel retired. It's awesome and it's exciting, and you get to meet people. So you're just putting 2 hours a day in once you get the hang of it. Okay? And it's beginner friendly. The training is beginner friendly. Okay? That's the one thing that I loved about it was beginner friendly. That was my main criteria, because I didn't know anything about social media or the internet. If you know anything about social media, because you've had a Facebook channel, or you've had a YouTube channel, or you've had Pinterest or Instagram or something like that, then you're ahead of me, because I didn't have anything. So I was tickled it was beginner friendly. But what I did have is I knew I was a smart, independent woman, and I knew I didn't want to be a burden to my family in the future. So I knew I had to learn new skills, and I was willing to do it. You got to have gumption, and you got to be willing to do something about it. Okay? So I knew I was willing, and I would put the effort in. You got to put the effort in. This is not a get rich quick scheme. You've got to put in the effort. You got to be consistent at putting it out there. And as you put it out there and you start getting traction, then it just grows and grows. It's wonderful. There's a community of people. Once you get this training, you get to belong to a community of everybody that's done and doing this training and getting educated. You get him, and so you're never alone. You can ask questions, and you're going to get live trainings. You're going to get modules that you can do at your own pace and rewind and redo or whatever. And you're going to get in a community where you can ask questions in the community where there's people online all the time answering your questions. You're never alone in the process. So if you've done other things on the internet and you're going, man, I don't want to start that again because I got to call people. You don't have to direct message people. You don't have to do any of that. You don't have to get your family involved, nothing. All you got to do is get educated, be willing to make content, put it out there on the internet, and you're going to learn step by step. And it doesn't matter what age you are. I'm fixing to be 59 Friday. I'm 58 years young now, and I'll be 59 years young Friday. And if I can do it, you can do it. And it's exciting to meet all these people out there. And get out there and have people commenting on your videos and saying, hey, and good job, and way to go. I'm going to be a success out there. I'm Jenifer, and you're going to see me out there for years to come because I've got content out there. It's evergreen. It's 24/7. And if you want to do it too, and you want to learn, and you want to get excited about your life instead of being worried and stressed and having anxiety and worrying that your savings is going to run out and you're going to have to ask one of your kids to pay your rent or your mortgage one day, then quit worrying about that and get out there with me and do something about it. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. So let's do it together. I'm Jenifer, and if you want to know more about this training I'm using to do digital marketing and make extra money on the internet, say yes in the comments and I'll get you the free blueprint. All you have to do is say yes in the comments, and you know you're ready to get started and learn and earn. I'm ready for you. I'm Jenifer. Say yes in the comments and I'll get you that free blueprint. Thank you and have a great day.